Daily Broadside, day 661. I flipped a car over one time, and a car pulled out in front of me, and I used them as a ramp. And as a result of that, I had to go to physical therapy for the first time in my life. And this is 20-some years ago. And I got to tell you, man, I don't know what kind of contraption, some kind of medieval crap they put me in, but it like tweaked my neck. So I get there, and they lay me on this bed, and they hook my neck up in this little ratchet thing that goes around my head, and then apparently it was connected to like a 3,000-pound winch, because it then just pulled my head away from my body and then held it there for like 30 seconds and then released it. And this was before cell phones. And so she left and cut the light out and said, "I'll be back in 40 minutes or something like that." And I just laid there, and every 2 minutes that machine would come on and pull my head out of my body and hold it there. And it hurt, but it felt great at the same time. And ever since that day, I've wanted to buy one of those machines. And I don't know where you buy neck extending physical therapy machines, but that would be pretty sweet. Of course, I think there's probably a really big instruction manual, like a FAQ section, like, "I broke my neck. You probably hooked up too much power to the wind." You put too much pressure. You could probably really mess yourself up, but if you don't know what you're doing. But man, physical therapy is pretty cool. They had me doing all these little exercises and crap that were pretty neat. And they put you on this, it's like a table that's like a foot off the ground, and it's like the size of it's bigger than like a king size bed, as I recall. And then they just move you around and stretch you and all. And I'm like, dang, when I'm done, can I just come here as a patient, or a customer? This is pretty damn cool. I don't know if you've been following. I hope you haven't. God bless, I hope you haven't. But Rick Ross had a car show there last week. And that's cool, whatever. Bring your donks and check them out at the old Evander Holyfield crap. I think he's in Georgia. And for the last month and a half, some dude that does lawn care on TikTok, he mows grass. Okay, he mows grass. That's all. And I'm not saying it's not an important feature of American commerce. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you mow grass. I mow grass. I can mow grass. I can trim. I can edge. I can do all that crap. It's really not that hard. You just got to do it. And so he gets hired to mow Rick Ross's yard, because he's having it out on his lawn, which is, acres and acres. I don't know how many acres, but this dude posted videos about, I'll be coming in here and I'll be putting in a Chevy bow tie in the grass, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to stripe it and all this crap. And it was just so dumb. It's like, just cut the dude's yard. Why is this a thing? And I don't even want to know what the guy was paid. He was probably paid $1.2 million to go mow some grass that's going to grow back in 5 days. Just kind of dumb if you think about it. And, you look at what people are famous for. People are tuning in to watch people cut Rick Ross's grass. Think about that. I mean, when Mike Tyson had that big mansion with the tigers and all that stuff, and if we'd had TikTok back then, would we have tuned in for him to, pick his plants? Somebody told me what it was called the other, deadheading, I think is what they refer to it as. Picking off all the dead, leaves and parts of the plant that are no longer with us, and picking them off. Would we have tuned in for that? It's essentially the same thing, I don't get it. And if you're asking, what kind of things are you looking for in a woman? For me, I'll tell you, I don't like tall women. Anything over 5'6", 5'7" gets a little shady. Y'all are a little too big. I like the foot offset. I like to be 8, 10, 11, 12 inches taller than the girl. That's kind of cool. Good teeth, very important. Los dientes es muy importante. Yes, bad teeth can ruin the most beautiful face on planet Earth. And I was talking to somebody just the other day about the genetics and the, versus the ability to pay for braces and all that. It doesn't seem fair for someone to be quote unquote ugly and have bad teeth. That's just a bad lot in life. And it makes you wonder, genetically speaking, was someone down the lineage, was there some incestuous weird breeding? Something went on. Why? I don't know. It just seems odd that some people can be born with great teeth and great looks, and then other people. I had to have braces twice. And braces are horrible because sometimes when they tighten those things, the pain just never goes away for like a week, and you can't do anything about it. You just eat applesauce and cuss under your breath, you know? But yeah, height, teeth, that's good. I don't like girls that are shaped like 13-year-old boys, so they got to be kind of curvy, you know? That's kind of important. I'm not a big fan of clubbed fingers. That really, there's not other things that disgust me, but clubbed fingers absolutely disgust me. And not only is that, typically speaking, a precursor to something really bad, is it your heart's about to explode or your liver's about to burst. Something about club fingers is telling you that's like when you have club fingers, that's basically your body going, "Auga, auga." It's letting you know that, hey, your body's about to explode internally. And you need to get to a doctor or an ER stat because something's about to blow up and combust. But most people they ignore those signs and they just walk around with club fingers. And I got to tell you, like I said, club fingers are just disgusting. So tall, no teeth, slightly curvy. I mean, they don't have to be Nicki Minaj. I think that's the girl with the large derriere. And no club fingers. And really just be a cool chick to hang out with and not take yourself too damn seriously. And then really the rest of it doesn't really matter one damn bit. I don't know. Maybe that's all there is to women. Just that, you know, cool personality, fun to hang out with, nice teeth. Doesn't have to be perfect teeth, but, you know, you don't want a tooth that's like hanging out like this off the top of your mouth and everything else is mildly settled in its place. You know, you don't want just jagged picket fence, you know, whatever. You don't want diastemas. Oh, and a lower diastema. Oh, don't get me started. That's right up. That's almost club finger level. Yeah, so short, curvy, smart, cool to hang out with, doesn't take herself too seriously, and no club fingers. You know, that's really, I think that's the main message I'm trying to get out there today, is that club finger. And here's the thing, here's the crazy part about it. I don't think I've ever seen club fingers in person, and I'm thankful for that. I thank the Lord every day. You know, I wake up to a new day, and I'm just glad that I've never seen club fingers in person, because I've seen enough pictures of them to know that it's enough to make you want to throw up in your own mouth. There's just something very unsettling about it. But I think I've really, I mean, if I was going to put a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say we're at a 9 right now of having gone over club fingers enough for the day. So maybe another day we'll talk about it. And, but for now, a giddy.